Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Yava, and today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of critical thinking. Now you might be wondering, Dr. Yava, why critical thinking? Well, my friend, it's more than just an academic term. It's a life skill. In a world overflowing with information, it's our responsibility to navigate it effectively. We're bombarded with news, opinions, and advertisements, all vying for our attention. Critical thinking empowers us to discern fact from fiction, bias from objectivity, and ultimately, make sound judgments. Throughout this video, we'll equip you with 5 powerful tips to sharpen your critical thinking skills and approach the world with a discerning and analytical mind. Buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey to revolutionize the way you think. Our minds are wired to make assumptions. It's a natural part of human cognition, a way for our brains to quickly process and interpret the vast amount of information we encounter every day. It's a natural process, a shortcut our brains take to simplify the world around us. These mental shortcuts or heuristics help us navigate our daily lives with efficiency and ease. But here's the catch: assumptions can often lead us down the wrong path. They can create misunderstandings, miscommunications, and even conflicts. They can cloud our judgment and prevent us from seeing the bigger picture. When we rely too heavily on assumptions, we risk missing out on important details and nuances. Think about it. Have you ever jumped to a conclusion only to realize later that you were wrong? We've all been there. It's a common experience, one that can be both humbling and enlightening. The key is to recognize those moments and pause before making assumptions. Taking a moment to reflect can make all the difference. Instead of accepting things at face value, dig deeper. Look for evidence. Seek out additional information and consider alternative perspectives. Ask yourself, why am I assuming this? What is the basis for my assumption? Is it grounded in fact or merely a product of my own biases and preconceptions? What evidence do I have to support this assumption? Is there concrete data or reliable information that backs it up? Or am I jumping to conclusions without sufficient proof? Questioning assumptions is like peeling back the layers of an onion. Each layer you remove brings you closer to the core truth. Each question reveals a new perspective, a deeper understanding of the situation. It allows you to see things from different angles and appreciate the complexity of the issue at hand. It allows you to challenge your own biases and preconceived notions, leading to more informed decisions and a clearer perspective. This process of critical thinking can be incredibly empowering. Remember, the world is rarely black and white. It's filled with shades of gray, with subtleties and intricacies that we often overlook when we rely solely on assumptions. There are often shades of gray, nuances that we miss when we rely solely on assumptions. By embracing complexity, we can gain a richer, more nuanced understanding of the world around us. By questioning, we open ourselves up to new possibilities, new ways of thinking, and ultimately, a more accurate understanding of the world. This mindset fosters creativity, innovation, and growth. So the next time you find yourself making an assumption, stop and ask yourself, is this really true, or am I just assuming? Challenge your initial thoughts and seek out the truth. You might be surprised by what you discover. By taking the time to analyze rather than assume, you open the door to greater understanding and insight. Imagine you're a detective investigating a case. You have a mystery to solve and every detail matters. Would you jump to conclusions based on a single clue? Probably not. Instead, you'd gather as much evidence as possible, interview witnesses, and take detailed notes. You'd analyze every detail meticulously before forming an opinion or making any conclusions. The same principle applies to critical thinking in everyday life. It's about being thorough and thoughtful. We live in an age of information overload, where data is constantly bombarding us from all directions. But not all information is created equal. Some sources are more reliable than others. It's crucial to be discerning about the sources we consult and the data we consume. Always question the credibility of the information. Before forming an opinion or making a decision, take the time to gather relevant information from reliable sources. Cross-check facts and verify details. Don't rely solely on social media or hearsay. These can often be misleading or biased. Instead, consult reputable news outlets, academic journals, or expert opinions. These sources are more likely to provide accurate and well-researched information. Remember, knowledge is power. The more informed you are, the better equipped you'll be to make sound judgments. By taking the time to educate yourself, you can navigate the complexities of life with confidence and clarity. So fuel your mind with quality information and think critically. We all view the world through our own unique lens, shaped by our experiences, beliefs, and values. These lenses color our perceptions and influence how we interpret the world around us. This is what makes us human. Our diversity in thought and experience enriches our interactions and broadens our horizons. However, it's easy to get trapped in our own echo chambers, surrounded by people who think and believe the same things we do. Social media and technology often reinforce these bubbles, making it harder to see beyond our own viewpoints. Critical thinking challenges us to step outside our comfort zones and consider different perspectives. It encourages us to question our assumptions and seek out diverse opinions. It's about understanding how others see the world, even if we don't necessarily agree with them. This understanding fosters empathy and can lead to more meaningful connections. Imagine you're facing a complex problem. It could be a work-related issue, a personal dilemma, or a societal challenge. Instead of approaching it from your usual angle, try to see it from the perspective of someone with a different background or opinion. This shift in viewpoint can reveal new insights and solutions that you might not have considered. How would they approach the situation? What unique experiences or knowledge would they bring to the table? What factors would they consider? By asking these questions, you open yourself up to a wider range of possibilities. By considering different perspectives, we gain a more comprehensive understanding of the issue at hand. This holistic view can lead to more innovative and effective solutions. We can identify potential biases in our own thinking and develop more creative and effective solutions. Embracing diverse perspectives not only enriches our own lives but also contributes to a more inclusive and understanding world. Our minds are complex and fascinating instruments, but just like any tool, they require regular maintenance and calibration. Self-reflection is the key to unlocking our full cognitive potential. Take the time to examine your own thought processes. What are your strengths and weaknesses as a thinker? What biases or assumptions might be influencing your judgment? By reflecting on our thinking, we can identify areas for improvement and develop strategies to overcome our cognitive blind spots. It's a continuous journey of self-discovery and growth. Just like any skill, critical thinking requires practice. The more you use it, the sharper it becomes. Fortunately, opportunities to flex your critical thinking muscles are all around us. Engage in debates, solve puzzles, analyze arguments, and question everything. The world is your classroom. The more you practice, the more natural and intuitive critical thinking will become. Remember, it's a journey, not a destination. There's always room for improvement. So there you have it, folks. 5 powerful tips to boost your critical thinking skills. Remember to question assumptions, gather information, consider different perspectives, reflect on your thinking, and practice regularly. By incorporating these tips into your daily life, you'll become a more discerning consumer of information, a more effective problem solver, and a more insightful thinker overall. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more brain-boosting content, and share it with your friends. Let's create a world full of critical thinkers.